In today's pregnancy update, I will be taking a look at the 2 different pregnancies that I've had and how they compare.
Every day we dance and life's been smiling. I'm delighted 'cause I got you.
Hi everyone, it's Natalie. Welcome to my channel. Today I have a special pregnancy update for you all. If you are new here, I encourage you to click the link in the description box to the playlist of all of my pregnancy updates so far so you can get caught up. I haven't missed a single one and I'm very proud about that. And just in case you missed it, yesterday I posted my what's in my hospital bag video that I'm super excited to share with you guys. Next week I am posting my what's in my baby's hospital bag video, which actually has a really fun giveaway in it. So make sure that you are subscribed and have the channel notifications turned on so you don't miss that and you don't miss any future videos. I'm 36 weeks pregnant and it's very special because in my last pregnancy, this was the final update that I did. I have a very good feeling that I won't be delivering as early as I did with my twin boys, but it's special because that was the last one that I did in that pregnancy. This is the shirt that I wore. I'm wearing it again and I'm going to do a side-by-side comparison for you guys of what these 2 pregnancies looked like from a physical standpoint and from a life standpoint, and I just want to kind of take this week's update to compare my 2 pregnancies and to share with you my thoughts on that. But before we get into that portion of the video, just like I do every week, I'm going to start with my stats and my symptoms and how the baby is developing this week. So 36 weeks pregnant, I stepped on the scale and I am 135 pounds, which is a total of 20 pounds gained in this pregnancy so far. I have a feeling that I will probably gain between 20 and 25 pounds for this pregnancy. That's just my gut feeling. We'll see how it goes. Measuring around the widest part of my belly, I am 41 inches around. This week, I have been experiencing ridiculous amounts of fatigue and tiredness. I can't get enough sleep. I can't rest enough. I feel constantly tired. I feel like the tiredness that I am experiencing is the tiredness of being in my 3rd trimester. I am now 9 months pregnant technically, and I'm a mom to 2.5-year-old twin boys who were sick and unhappy, and I was just trying to take care of them, and a lot of stuff is going on in our life, and so I'm just absolutely utterly exhausted. Like, I'm a little punch drunk right now. You could probably see it in my face. I'm just tired. Shortness of breath is definitely something that has ramped up this week. I do feel like baby has gotten lower and lower, but she's gotten bigger and bigger. So I don't feel like I'm getting much relief in my lung area. With her getting lower, I just am constantly short of breath. Just like getting up from the couch to go get myself a cup of water. By the time I get to my fridge, I'm like, I gotta take a deep breath, and my husband's always asking me like, what's wrong? Because it sounds like I'm like sighing or frustrated or something. I'm like, no, I'm just trying to breathe over here. I am getting up a lot more in the middle of the night to pee because she is lower. She's right on my bladder, and I'm so thirsty all the time in my pregnancy. I've said it my entire pregnancy. I'm so thirsty all the time that I do drink water right up until the time I go to bed. I drink it in the middle of the night because my mouth is so dry all the time when I'm pregnant. That's just how it is. So getting up to pee a lot in the middle of the night, but I am getting some good rest and just trying to preserve my strength because I know that once I have a newborn and 2.5-year-old twins, life is going to be pretty crazy. Speaking of that little newborn to be baby girl, let's check in on how she is developing this week. According to the Bump app that I have on my phone, it's telling me for week 36, baby is the length of a leek. Leek is about 18 or 19 inches long. It's not heavy as a leek. Sometimes they go by length, sometimes they go by weight and overall size, but she's the length of a leek this week, and they're telling me she's about 5.75 pounds, so just under 6 pounds, which is really cool. In the update for this week, it's just talking a lot about getting prepared for the birth and the fact that the due date is 4 weeks away, which is so crazy. By the time you guys see this video, the due date will be 3 weeks away because I'm always 1 week later in my pregnancy when I upload my videos, just to give me time to shoot them and edit them and put them together really well for you guys and then get them uploaded for you. I've done that on purpose from the beginning of this pregnancy. So when you see this video, I'm about 3 weeks away from my due date, but as I'm sitting here right now filming, I'm about 4 weeks away. And 4 weeks is so short, you guys. I'm starting to get kind of overwhelmed by the idea, but in like this excited, sort of anxious way. Not like in a bad overwhelm, just kind of like, oh my goodness, we're in the final stretch. So just about 6 pounds, she's getting big. This is crazy. My boys, by this time, I was looking back in my old videos, they were around 5 pounds each, just based on the ultrasounds that I was getting with them. And okay, so let's take a little trip down memory lane. So life was so different when I was pregnant with my boys. First of all, I didn't have any kids yet. So I was free to be my big old pregnant self in whatever capacity I needed to be. And that was great. But the pregnancy itself was so much less comfortable than what it is now. I had twice as many doctor's appointments, so there's that. I really enjoyed having the freedom of sometimes going a couple months in between doctor's visits this time, because I'm not technically high risk. If you're pregnant with twins, you're technically high risk, whether you're high risk or not. That's just, you're seen by a specialist sometimes, and that's what I went through, and I had to travel a long ways to the hospital that I was being seen at by the specialist. And so I would say that this pregnancy just overall has been more convenient because it has been so straightforward. One baby is so much more straightforward than a pregnancy with multiples. There's a lot about comparing these two pregnancies that seems just like apples to oranges. So I'm just comparing it from my point of view, but not necessarily any given singleton pregnancy to any given multiples pregnancy, if that makes sense. This is just like through my perspective. And just the way my body feels in this pregnancy is so much better than how it felt in my last pregnancy. And I was a first-time mom. It was my first pregnancy, and so my body had not stretched that much yet. My tummy hadn't stretched. I mean, by the time I was this big, I was really feeling the stretch. And my body's been stretched before, which in this pregnancy, I'm really reaping the benefits of, because I don't have the pain in my skin like I did last time. Certainly, I will never have the pain that I had, because in my last pregnancy, I had what was called pup's rash, and I had it by this time. I actually developed it in week 35 of my pregnancy last time. And it was the most miserable experience of anything. Actually, literally anything I've ever experienced has not even come close to how miserable I was enduring this rash. It's a rash that women get in the very last part of their pregnancy. It's more common with boys if you're carrying boys. It's more common if you're carrying multiples, and you are highly unlikely to get it a second time, especially if it's one, and especially if it's a girl. So I'm really glad that it's not going to happen this time. It probably would have shown up by now. That was so miserable by the end. I had a huge body by the end. My belly was so ridiculously large. It looks inhuman. I documented my whole pregnancy with the boys over on what is now our vlogging channel, and it is my most viewed video of all time. The thumbnail for it is downright shocking, and I think that's why it has so many views, is because people look at it and they go, oh my gosh, what the heck am I looking at? And it was absolutely true, not photoshopped or anything. That was what I looked like. I had a huge torpedo belly sticking out like a stinking shelf. It was so heavy. My skin was so stretched. And by that time I had this pup's rash that was so miserable. I would scratch in the middle of the night in my sleep, and I would be bleeding on my sheets. It was from head to toe. It It was so awful, and it didn't go away for a couple weeks after I gave birth. It was so, so miserable. So I am so happy that I'm not dealing with that right now. And while it is difficult to be a mom to twin toddler boys, life is crazy right now. And being a mom, like my experience with motherhood right now is just about as difficult as it has ever been. Like newborn twins is really difficult, being a first-time mom, learning to breastfeed, like all the struggles that I went through at the beginning. The physical work that it takes now to be their mom is so much more than it was back then. This is just about as hard as it's ever been. And I'm 9 months pregnant. And so I am exhausted by the end of the day. I am discouraged on a regular basis because we're in the terrible twos and life is really difficult with these boys. It is a lot of work. And it's a lot of work to be pregnant and doing this at the same time. But I am nowhere near as miserable as I was in my last pregnancy by this time. And I'm just praising God for that, because I feel like I wake up every day, I hear the little pitter patter in my house as my boys wake up, and I just pray for strength, and I just ask the Lord, like, get me through the next hour, get me through to nap time, get me through till dinner time, and then bedtime. Like, Lord, you need to be my strength throughout the day multiple times, and I need to just keep pressing into Him. It's one of the things that I had as a goal in the last in this whole pregnancy, actually, was just really like getting in tune with the Lord and getting closer to Him and doing more devotions. And I could be better at it, definitely, but honestly, He has been the thing that has kept me going. That, and He has provided an incredible support system for me. So my family is there for me. My husband is there for me. I have wonderful close friends who are just so supportive, and they're not just like emotionally supportive, but physically. We will come over, we will help you, we will do this, or we will watch the boys so you can go to your appointments. Like, I'm very, very blessed to be surrounded by the people that God has given me in my life. If I could compare the two pregnancies, there's pros and cons to both, ups and downs to both. But just to kind of sum it up, I feel like I'm exactly where God wants me to be. I feel like the experience that I am having this time around is exactly what it was designed to be. And yes, there are difficulties with just my life and how it is, and running a business here on YouTube, and moving during my pregnancy and everything that happened. I'm where I'm supposed to be. And there have only been a few times in my life that I've actually been able to say that with that much conviction. And it feels really, really good. I cannot wait to welcome my daughter into the world. I am so happy that I'm having a girl. I'd be happy if I was having a boy, but just the fact that I know that she's a girl has added this element of emotion to this situation that I didn't really have when I was pregnant with my boys, just because it was twins everything. And so the anticipation of bonding with her, I feel like I have a greater understanding of that. It might be because I'm now a second-time mom and I've been through the bonding experience before. I feel very connected to her, and I feel very connected to what my goals are when she's here. And I just wasn't in that place of maturity the last time I was pregnant and approaching my due date. And I think that comes with age. I think it comes with experience. And I just think that the Lord has granted that to me this time around, and I'm very, very thankful for that. Well, I think that is enough rambling for now. I hope I kept your guys' attention for this whole time. I'm sorry, I just kind of wear my heart on my sleeve sometimes, and I like to just sit down and share with you what my emotions are doing, what's on my heart, how I'm doing spiritually. And I've seen good feedback from you guys when I sit down and do that. So hopefully you didn't mind it too much this time. But that is the comparison between the two pregnancies and just how I have viewed it. If you are someone who has had multiple pregnancies, whether it's been twins in one and one in the other, or two sets of twins, or one baby and one baby, whatever it might be, I would love to hear how you recognize the differences between your pregnancies in the comments below. And if you are 36 weeks pregnant, of course, share the symptoms that you've been experiencing. Are you experiencing anything like what I mentioned? I think I'm going to leave it at that for this week's pregnancy update. I feel really good that I will be back for another week. I think I'm definitely going to go farther in this pregnancy than I did with my twins. I did go into natural labor with my twins, but I had twins. It's a whole different ball game when it comes to going into labor. So I'm hoping she'll hold on for a few more weeks at least, and we shall see. So make sure that you're subscribed and you have the post notifications turned on here by hitting the little bell beside the subscribe button, because between now and my due date, anything could happen, you guys, and I don't want you to miss out on a video. Also, I want to let you know that on our vlogging channel, we just posted a vlog where I talked about our plan for when we're going to announce the labor and what we're going to do for our birth vlog, and I kind of answer a bunch of questions regarding that. And so if you want those answers, then follow the link in the description box to our vlogging channel, that video where I just kind of clue you guys into what we are planning once I go into labor and it is go time. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll catch you later.
Oh, I got you, there's no reason to chasing payment on my own, 'cause you're here.